showcasing the investment opportunities in Africa's emerging model megacity. This was the hot topic at the 5th Lagos Economic Summit, a three-day exhibition of the city's vast prospects to curious local and foreign investors. But this much-anticipated event kicked off without its chief host, Lagos State Governor Babatunde Fashola, and lead keynote speaker Professor Paul Collier of Oxford University, who were both stranded in the UK as a result of the ash cloud that grounded airline travel in and out of Europe. The summit, though, was business as usual as the state government displayed different projects and urged the private sector to join it in building a model mega city. Commissioner of Economic Planning and Budget, who doubled as the chairman of the Lagos Economic Summit Group, Mr. Ben Akabueze, highlighted the success rate of the past summit, pointing out that the state government had met 34 of the 37 recommendations issued at the last summit. One of these was increasing the state's internally generated revenue.
Every single resolution of the past summit action has either been concluded or initiated. There is active taxation advocacy by the Lagos Internal Revenue Service, and we note with delight that more and more people are voluntarily coming up to pay their taxes. We have since put in place a 275 billion naira multi-tranche debt issuance program, which is the first for any state in Nigeria. We have also the first tranche of 50 billion naira issued under this program was 18% oversubscribed, and indeed only just yesterday we held the completion board meeting for the second tranche of 57.5 billion naira, and we have strong indications based on the order book that is being built of massive oversubscription.
The Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Sarah Shewsa, speaking on behalf of the governor, told delegates that Lagos State was ripe for investment, especially in projects revamping its infrastructure. She said that investors' minds should be at ease as the government had embraced the goal of transforming the state into Africa's model megacity.
In my opening address at the last summit in 2008, I said that Betty 2008 is structured not as a diagnostic exercise, but more as a creative one, and that our government had resolved to talk less and do more, and to create opportunities for enterprise and prosperity from our problems. We resolved to dare. We have accepted our megacity status and set an ambitious but achievable goal of making Lagos the model megacity for Africa. In the last 2 years, since the last summit, we have invested wisely as a government in infrastructure, spending close to 16% of our annual budgets on roads, schools, healthcare, security, jetties, markets, courtrooms, the environment, and water supply, to mention but a few. This has helped us in many ways to use the power of public expenditure to keep the economy going amidst a global recession.
Keynote speaker Paul Collier, a professor of economics and director of the Center of Studies in African Economics at Oxford University in the UK, may have been unable to leave home. However, delegates could still view a video of his speech on making Lagos a world-class economic hub. Though he was full of praise for the Lagos State Governor, who he said was an example of good leadership, he preached reform in the state civil service and urged the government to reduce the red tape and bureaucracy in order to make it easier to do business in Lagos.
No city works without regulation, but of course over-regulation can kill a city. And the key entity there is the civil service, which must provide light and efficient regulation. Sometimes the civil service does that, sometimes it doesn't. We've seen it much more recently within Africa, Rwanda. A very good measure of public service performance and regulatory performance is the Doing Business Surveys, which is an annual survey of the World Bank. Rwanda has leapt on that global ranking. It's now comfortably above a number of European countries. And it's done that very fast, just in a matter of 3 or 4 years. And so it really is possible to transform the way that a civil service regulates the private economy.
However, proving it was not all talk but also action, the highlight of the event was this documentary titled The Place of Lagos in Africa, that compared this mega city with other major economic hubs in various African countries such as South Africa and Kenya. The call was for investors' help in different sectors of the state's economy, such as power generation, water supply, transportation, real estate, sanitation and tourism.
Lagos is Nigeria's smallest state, occupying only 0.4% of Nigeria's land area. However, it commands impressive commercial prominence, not just in the country, but in Africa. As it is the case with major cities like Johannesburg, Cairo, Nairobi, and Accra, ideas, willpower, and determination have been invested to propel Lagos forward in its journey to become a center of excellence.
But this summit was also about one-on-one interaction with the delegates. All members of the Lagos State Executive Council and government officials were on hand to give any information needed.
The Engbeti Summit is a platform for exchange of ideas. So we want to learn from those who've done it before, and then we also want to reassess what we're doing and to see areas where we can improve. So net, it will be a summit where we will learn and see how we can improve on what we're doing, and then attract investors also who can help us develop our state. Because at the end of the day, what we're trying to do in Lagos State is to create sustainable development through infrastructure renewal.
As you heard the discussants earlier, they were mentioning that a lot has been done in Lagos State. And a lot has been done to ensure that it is easy for investment to come in. Investors need certain things, and that is for the environment to be friendly and for them to be able to turn a profit. In Lagos State is moving seriously in the direction of making Lagos State a model megacity by creating the right infrastructure, by ensuring that when people come in, the investments are protected and making sure that those investments are sustainable. So if what has happened in the last few years is anything to go by, I am very, very expectant that in the next few years, the investments in Lagos will skyrocket.
Current public and private partnerships such as the Eco-Atlantic City Group, the Lekki Concession Company and the Lekki Free Zone Company also gave the delegates their take on working with Lagos State.
We are investing. We already invested. We also are investing in Lekki Free Trade Zone, which is the biggest investment from China, and a joint venture between our company and with the Lagos State government. And also we want to create a lot of opportunities for other investors, and to create the platform for all investors from all over the world. Of course, we are doing advertising, marketing to get some investors from both from Nigeria and outside Nigeria, from all over the world. So I believe Nigeria, and particularly Lagos, is one of the best places for investment for time being.